I regret my marriage and hate being a mom. I need to say this because it feels so heavy on me. I've been hating everyone and feeling irritated, even when my neighbors talk to me. I try to be nice, but it's hard. I'm 32 female, my husband is 37 male, and we have twin sons 8 and a daughter 3. When I look at myself in the mirror, I feel so ugly. I'm not even fat. I work out regularly and take beauty supplements and herbal teas. I also get monthly hair care, facials, manicures, and pedicures, but none of it helps me feel better. It feels like I'm trying so hard but still look bad and ugly. I used to be a model from 14 to 22 before I got married at 23 and had kids. When I see beautiful models in magazines or online, especially childless ones thriving in their careers, I feel so jealous. Sometimes, I regret getting married and wonder how different my life would have been if I hadn't. I even look at my old modeling photos in magazines, which I keep in my closet, and feel like a loser now. My kids stress me out so much. The twins are so naughty and never listen to me, only to their dad because he's stricter. On weekends, when I ask them to be quiet so I can nap, they'll come into the room, play loudly with their toys, or turn the TV volume up. They'll eat snacks but throw the wrappers on the floor, making the house look dirty and making me so annoyed. I like it when they're at school. My 3 is so clingy, she won't even poop without me there and won't let her dad help her with anything, or bathing. When I send her to daycare, she bites other kids or pulls their hair, even though she doesn't act like that at home. I always get calls from the daycare staff about her behavior. I have to clean the house and cooks food for them as I want them to eat healthy. And my husband constantly wants S when I say no. He gets angry and says it's my duty to take care of his needs as he works hard. The other day, he forced to have sex and when I said no, I don't want to, he started accusing me of cheating, saying I'm tired of him because I want another man. We had an argument, and he even threatened me if I ever cheated on him. At night, he's always touchy, trying to put his hands under my nightdress, and it's so annoying. I told him I wanted to stay with my parents for a week to get some space from him and the kids, but he got angry and said no. When I tried to force him, he got even angrier and told me to shut up and not piss him off more. I feel so suffocated. The kids are always crying or fighting over toothbrush colors or water bottles and every other small things. My 3 is constantly clinging to me and wants my attention all the time. I'm so tired. I've tried drinking herbal teas to relax, but nothing helps. I know people might judge me for feeling this way, but I just feel so lost and heavy. What can I do to feel better? I'm just hating them right now. Update: I don't know how, but someone shared my post online, and my husband saw it on FB. He saw everything related to us and immediately asked if I had written and posted it. I tried to deny it, but he didn't believe me. He got really angry, accusing me of being overdramatic and seeking attention from strangers. He shouted, asking if I was happy now that people were calling him abusive and telling me to divorce him. He even accused me of liking attention from men and demanded to know how many desperate nice guy DMs I had gotten. When I tried to explain myself and stop him, he got even angrier. He broke my phone, iPad, and Mac. Things got much worse from there, but I can't bring myself to share the details, it's too overwhelming and graphic. That night, after everything, he locked me in the guest bedroom. I couldn't sleep. The next morning, he apologized while applying arnica cream on my bruises and said we could work things out, even try therapy, and promised to control his anger. He said he will come home early from work so we could spend time together. The twins didn't have school since it was Saturday. When he left for work, I took the kids, got a taxi, and went to my parents' house, which is 2.5 hours away. When I arrived, I told my parents everything. My mom, who isn't in the best health, broke down crying. My dad was furious. He scolded me for not telling them sooner and called me an idiot for staying in that situation. My dad called my husband, and they had a huge argument on the phone. I didn't know my mom had also called my husband's parents. They showed up at my parents' house that same day, and my husband came shortly after. My brother also arrived during all of this. Things got much worse. My dad and brother were ready to fight my husband, but my in-laws and mom stopped them. My dad told me to report him to the police, but my in-laws begged me not to, saying it would ruin the kid's future if he got arrested. They told me to forgive him and to go couples therapy, and they even said they will help with the kids. But my dad told me that if I didn't want to report him, I had to divorce him. I've decided to move forward with the divorce because I can't stay in this situation anymore. My husband was furious and told me I will regret it and would pay for it. He even tried to take the twins, but my dad stopped him. Before leaving, he accused me of doing this because of another man and kicked a vase near the door before he walked out. His parents apologized to me and my parents before leaving. I didn't sleep that night. It's now 6 p.m. and I'm still at my parents' house with my kids. The twins are downstairs with my parents and my dad is trying to teach them discipline since they don't listen to me. My youngest, Isabella, is sleeping beside me as I write this from my old room, using my dad's old iPhone because I feel so drained. My dad said he would handle the divorce process because I don't have the energy to deal with it right now. I have told my friends what happened, and they're coming to see me tomorrow. This will be my last update. For those who have DM'd me asking for updates or how I'm doing, I feel better now that I'm at my parents' house. I'll be deleting this account soon so I can focus on moving on. I've also received some hateful DM calling me a bad wife and mom, saying I mistreat my kids, and even telling me I shouldn't have had children or that I'm narcissistic and entitled. One person even told me to unalive myself. I just want to say this, I wasn't always like this. When the twins were little, things were fine. I was happy and I loved them deeply. But after my second child was born and as the twins grew older, things changed. My husband constantly accused me of cheating, even if I was just talking to another man. I wasn't allowed to meet my friends and I had to handle all the cooking, cleaning, and chores alone while still being expected to work out daily to look good. Over time, I started feeling jealous of the models I saw in magazines and missing the time when I used to model. It made me feel even worse about myself, and I started hating my life and my family. As the divorce moves forward, I plan to start therapy and take parenting classes as many of you suggested. Thank you to those who has been kind to me. I didn't know where to vent or let it out in my last post and just did it here in Reddit.